Wow. Oh, God. Oh, y'all. Bubble One is back, y'all.
A little bit from AOC.
Not AOC. Why, y'all? She was more like a drummer queen on a doodle scene. I pay no mind, but what do you mean? She's a congresswoman. She's LC, she's bubblehead #1. Without a doubt, she's just dumb. She's LC, she's bubblehead #1. Before we get to this video, make sure you hit like, share my videos, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Also, make sure that your notifications are on and they're set to all. Now, let's get into this. But first, quick commercial break. You know, it's almost 2023 and nothing has really changed, has it? The year is ending and things are now even more expensive than they were at the start. But what if I told you that there was a way to protect our wealth next year? And I'm talking about the Bank of America's recent outlook for 2023 of gold to $2,000 and silver to $25 in the second half of the year. And this is just the beginning. Looking to 2024, Bank of America sees gold prices remaining elevated with an average price of $2,086 an ounce. So what are you waiting for? It's not too late to add precious metals to your IRA. Thousands of people have retired comfortably with the help of Noble Gold Investments and their gold and silver IRAs. Now, if you've been a hesitant investor, but one of the handful of Americans who can go for gold and silver in your IRA, now is the time to act. If you get in before the end of this month, you'll bag an incredible free 3-ounce silver American Virtue coin with every qualifying IRA of $20,000 and above. You can't go wrong with Noble Gold. Call 877-646-5347 to find out more or visit noblegoldinvestments.com. There's always a risk of loss, and past performance is not indicative of future results. Now, check out the website, and we gotta get to this video. That's right, y'all. Yeah.
Because she is not happy that Mandela Barnes lost his race for Senate in Wisconsin to Ron Johnson. And you're not going to believe it, guys. Quick, you got to secure yourself in your seat.
Okay.
You know what she's blaming this on? Yeah, racism.
I think there's an argument to be made that when we speak...
Man, they are one of the most monolithic parties ever. They ain't got no other weapons but racism. You already know they're going to that. So here we go. Yeah, nothing else? Can't switch it up? I mean, going out on a date with you would drive me nuts. Be like watching paint dry. Lopsided conversation. So what do you like to do? Racism. Okay, that's something. Are you athletic? Racism. Okay. What about food? Racism. Okay. Are you saying all these things are racism? Racism. Man, that's the only thing we got. Racism. So here she is. Racism cost the black guy the vote now. Let's see if we can figure out why.
And distance ourselves too much. It's important to identify ourselves strongly as who we are. I think Tim Ryan ran a phenomenal race. Mandela Barnes ran a great race. I think there are racial dynamics in that race that need to be discussed in terms of how Republicans targeted a black man running in that race.
Is there anything a black candidate can do on the Democrat Party to not fall into the category of a victim if they lose? That's what I want. Do you understand how bad this is when they use this dirty, stinking tactic for black people and other minorities? You're basically saying you guys could never win on the merits. And even if there's no legitimate reason to cry racism, we're going to do it anyway, just to keep it fresh in the minds of ignorant voters out there thinking that there's no way with all of our virtuous policies and stuff, we can legitimately lose. We want to plant the subliminal message when you go into that voter booth to mess with your conscience. Because if you don't vote for the minority, the black person, the Latino person, then you're probably a racist. This is such dirty tactics. And it's amazing to me that it works. Because, see, I think the average human being is a good person. We're all trying to look at ways that we can help the less fortunate or support a good cause. And these folks are master manipulators and they take advantage of our kindness. And that is how you swoop up a lot of just independent voters. I ain't talking about the radical ones that's absolutely crazy. I'm talking about just good people who might end up voting Democrat because they've been brainwashed to think that Republicans are, pinching pennies and they don't want to help the poor and they want to see everybody get rich except the poor and the middle class and all of that stuff. And they're greedy. So what ends up happening is the people with the kind heart, once they buy into this type of garbage, then they'll vote emotionally and with their heart and not with the brain. They don't realize that, hey, how about Mandela Barnes has horrible policies? You ever stop to think about that, AOC? And she uses this for herself, even against her own party. When Nancy Pelosi criticized her and the crew, they are racism against us, sexism, xenophobe. You know what? I don't feel safe. They use these dirty, stinking tactics, man. And honestly, I wish their voters would throw them out of Congress. That's what I wish. But because I'm not like them and don't believe in doing underhanded, dirty things to get them out and stealing elections and stuff, I'm going to leave that up to the folks in their area to get mad enough and sick enough to where they finally say, we want this bubblehead gone. Someone needs to pop that bubble, man. Pop that bubble. Pop that bubble. Pop that bubble. Somebody pop that bubble. Pop the bottle. Pop the bubble. Pop that bubble. Good googly moo.
And I think that needs to be just put out there.
Man, AOC, you are just such a clown. It is so unfortunate that she's still part of this government. You know, it's interesting there. She says there, she talks about two races. Tim Ryan. So Tim Ryan lost, obviously, to J.D. Vance in Ohio. And then Mandela Barnes, who lost to Ron Johnson in Wisconsin. Yeah. So she's upset about these two losses. Tim Ryan is white. So obviously, he's white. I guess he just lost. We don't know exactly why. But of course, the black guy, Mandela Barnes, has to lose because of racism. Yeah. It's not because there was all this crazy video of him talking about releasing prisoners back into the streets and funding the police and everything, and the rest of his bad progressive ideas. It can't have anything to do with that. It has to be because he's black. Tim Ryan will have to figure it out. There must have been some other reason with Tim Ryan, because he's white. He's got white privilege. He was running against another white guy. Whiteness rises to the top, or something like that. And with Mandela Barnes, no, it's got to be racism. Yeah. And that is a fundamental difference, I would say, between blue and red, which is that when Democrats lose, they blame the Republicans and the base, and they blame America because America's racist and bigoted and hates women and all of that stuff, right?
So they're the masters of misplaced blame. That's what it is. People always told me, be careful how you vote. That's right. Don't go around voting for those Democrats. Ooh. Okay? God bless you. God bless America. Don't forget to hit that like button, share my videos, find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those good things. And please check out Extreme Teas, my sponsor. If you like their products, please click on the link below this video. Put Kevin in a promo code. You'll get a 20% discount. If you'd like to donate to Kevin's Corner, feel free. The links are below this video. If you want to be a part of my $2 a month club, also feel free to do that. All it entails is you simply dropping $2 a month into one of those links below the video. Or if you want, you can drop a nice big fat lump sum in there to offset the stuff that we know goes on with big tech. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Make sure that you are still subscribed. And finally, set your notification button to all, because YouTube is playing games, y'all. Now, God bless you. God bless America. See y'all next time in Kevin's Corner.